Don't worry, you're not alone. Baby, those days are gone. I promise you it'll get better, better. Corazón a corazón.
On Thursdays, we wear black. No, I know what I'm talking about. It's literally,
I think
it's
Kevin's
Murder
after.
House. No, it's Murder House. It's freaking after Murder House is Asylum.
Well, whatever. She came in the third season.
After Asylum.
What's up, everybody?
It's Shani and Yanni. Here we go. We about to do another video. So the world is ending.
The world is ending.
Completely ending.
It's the end.
Okay, so in the beginning of the episode,
Yes.
the world was ending basically. The world was just, that's it. It was done. Like, people were just doing normal things, and then everybody got those, you know how you get those Amber Alerts on your phone?
Alert.
So it was an alert, and it was like missiles.
Yeah, it was a nuclear eclipse,
Yeah.
to be precise. It was a missile, like, it was because of Korea sending missiles,
Yeah.
and then we were sending missiles, and it was just like
No, it was
nuclear.
Korea.
I think it was North
It
Korea.
was Hong Kong. It was Hong Kong.
It was everywhere in the world. They were all throwing.
No,
Everybody started throwing
the one
missiles.
that they were mostly saying was Hong Kong and Moscow.
Well,
And then the United States started throwing missiles at them, and basically
it became a nuclear winter.
so basically, like, it was the intro, and then when it came back, it was like 40 minutes before what happened, and they were showing it. The scene was basically like it was two like brothers. They were like boys, and then their mom, and they were like checking to see if like the older brother got into like college or whatever.
Yeah, UCLA. To be
Yeah,
precise.
so it was like, oh my god, yeah, he got in, woohoo, yeah, right? And then the dad runs in and he's like, oh my god, did you guys see on the news that nuclear maybe is gonna do whatever? So they turn on the news and they see what's happening. Then these men in black,
Men in black, literally.
well, it was a girl and a man, but they
Yeah.
were wearing, they were like FBI type status, and they walked in, came in and said, oh, your son has been tested for like the safety,
Has been chosen to survive.
yeah, has been chosen to survive, like his blood is special or whatever.
Yeah, by his DNA. And so he was the man was asking, why you can't take both my sons? And she was like, they're not identical.
It was crazy.
It was crazy.
It was crazy.
What the hell?
And then they just took
is
him.
that?
They took him.
Yeah.
And then they took him to like this like weird like safety place, and they threw him in like this cage thing, and then he was able to see like somebody else that was in there, and it was a girl.
Her name was Emily, because his name was Timmy.
Yeah.
His name was Timmy, and her name, the girl's name was Emily. She was like a criminal type girl. She got arrested, and that's how they found her.
Yeah.
But her DNA was the reason she was there too, because she had certain type of DNA. So they basically chose who they wanted to save out of this whole nuclear like crisis.
So then they show 2 weeks after the bomb.
Yes, and in 2 weeks after the bomb, you see the couple that were in the cages. They were walking. They had gotten taken in these like big yellow, like you know those big yellow suits that people wear when there's like a exposure of some type of like, you know, of some type of thing that's airborne. They wear that and stuff. They were wearing that. They put that on them, and then the people were wearing like big ones too. And then they transported them to this, like, they were calling it an outpost.
Yeah, they were calling it an outpost.
Outpost 3. That's what they were calling it.
So that means that there was like other outposts.
Yeah.
With
yeah.
other people in it.
Yeah.
And the one that we're currently in, the lady, that her name is Miss
Wilhelmina. No, her name is Wilhelmina Venable. Yeah.
And she's like Miss Venable, like that's her name or whatever. She was telling them, like, basically she was just running down like what is happening and what's going on.
And the rules.
And like she was wearing black, and then you see like other people there like wearing gray and stuff, and you're like, what the fuck? And they're like cleaning and like serving.
Yeah.
And then when they first got there, because they were like dressed in those yellow things, and then themselves they were dressed in the yellow things themselves, and then the people who were taking them were dressed in like black ones just like it. And then they were walking like in the outside world where it was just like
all you
but
saw
smoke.
was smoke, and it was gray and dark.
And it was like disease everywhere.
God.
And then you see these two people getting shot by one of the other like,
I guess the
workers.
like the one of those head security guards that they have in the outpost.
Yeah, so that was so crazy. And then they were like, oh my god. So Miss Venable, she was basically telling them that where they were at used to be like a boys
school,
an all boys school kind of, and it was like weird.
It was weird. The building kind of was weird. It was all like black on the outside.
It was, and then on the inside there was no lights.
Yeah, there was no lights.
Candles.
Only candles, yeah. So then like Timmy and like the girl, like they're kind of sarcastic. So they're like, oh, you did all this. You guys made up all this. You couldn't have like power generators and stuff.
Yeah.
She was like, hello, there's no freaking electricity. Like, hello, the world's freaking ending.
Yeah.
The world is over.
The world was like basically, then they told them like, that's it, everybody's dying. So then she brought them to like their rooms and said that they had to wear purple. Like they had to wear purple, like clothing.
They were chosen as the purples.
So
that's
they're like
what they call them.
Royal. So if you think about it, because purple is like a royal color.
Yeah, it is.
So I understand like why would they chose. I understand why they chose purple for the color.
Royalty, yeah.
But Miss Venable, whatever the hell, she was wearing black and stuff, right?
Yeah, like
she was wearing black or whatever,
like us.
Yeah.
But the black people were supposed to be like the ones who ran the facility.
Yeah.
The outpost.
Right.
So that was her or whatever. And then there was people who were gray are the servants. And then it got kind of weird because when they went and they dressed, because you have to dress up to go like to dinner and stuff like that. So when they dressed up to go to dinner, and they see the people from that we saw in the beginning, who was Coco, Mr. Gallant, which was the hairstylist, Evie Gallant, which is the older lady, the grandmother of Mr. Gallant, and all the people she had on the plane with her, Mallory, but she was gray. Yeah. Everybody else was purple, but she was gray. So she had to serve her and stuff. What else? Then we meet hold on. I have her name. We meet Miriam Mead. She is like the second in command in the outpost, and she's like the one. She's always in American Horror Stories on all of them too. Well, most of them, not all of them.
Not in the beginning ones. She started in Coven.
She was
as
in Freak
being
Show.
An actor.
She was in Freak Show,
but Coven is before Freak Show. It's Murder House, Asylum, Coven, Freak Show.
No, I think it's Freak Show then Coven. Whatever. We'll discuss that later.
Anyway. No, I know what I'm talking about. It's literally,
I think Coven's
Murder House. No, it's Murder House. It's freaking after Murder House is Asylum.
Well, whatever. She came in the third season.
After Asylum,
she wasn't in Asylum at all.
It's Coven. After Coven, it's freaking Freak Show. After Freak Show, it's Hotel. After Hotel is Roanoke, and after Roanoke is Cult, and now it is Apocalypse. Okay, I got it completely right. It's in that order.
She got it right. Okay, maybe. All right, but what I'm saying is,
I'm right.
She's in a few seasons.
She's in all of them. When Coven on, she's in every single one of them.
Okay. And she was there. So the crazy thing about them two though, the Miss Wilhelmina Venable and the Miriam lady, them two actually, like in one scene, they were wearing purple.
Yeah, they were.
And they were like oh, if anybody sees us from around here in the outpost, like they wouldn't even believe nothing we had to say. So she was like, nothing matters. And she and the Miriam was like, well, like the cooperative, because the cooperative is the one who runs everything in the whole outpost.
But they don't know who he is.
Yeah, nobody knows who he is.
Not they even them two, because they faking it.
Yeah,
like, it was like if
if
they went there first.
Yeah,
like if they were the first ones there, and then everybody else came before them, because they was acting like they run it.
Yeah,
and y'all gotta listen to us. When in reality, when they go into like their rooms,
they have really purple listed. They were not. So really it's like, shit.
Stop, y'all trying to like run these people,
right? And like shooting people, killing people for like violating stuff, and then they set it up. You know, they set it up, right?
Yeah, because they were
it wasn't really there,
because if they felt like radioactive, like on you,
yeah, radiation.
They like scrub you down, cleaned you, and if you still had it, they kill you. And that was messed up, because that guy didn't even have it.
Yeah, that was a setup. They did that to show that they like do punishment and shit like that, and no matter what, like, so people won't try them. But that was fucked up. Okay?
They don't even run nothing, and then they like serve them little cubes.
They serve them? Oh
no, they serve them little cubes.
The food, it's like it's Jello, bro.
And it's like Jell-O. It's supposed to be like jam packed with like the nutrition, but it was like 18 months
worth of a cube
of those little cube things, and then they have food. And then
when they killed the guy, they fed them a stew. Talking about this is for special occasions, and the stew had the meat, like they were eating the man. And then they're like, oh, how can you do that? Like, it was a whole big thing. Everybody was mad. But the older lady was like, man, it tastes good. Like, cause this food, like, I'm good with it. It was so funny. What else? Who else came around? What else?
So
18 months later.
Yeah, 18 months later. But I was like wondering.
What?
I was like wondering where the witches were. Like, that was what was going through my mind the whole time.
18 months later. 18 months passed, and the Timothy guy and Emily are like completely in love.
I knew that was gonna happen.
And they're like, but they can't. They're not allowed to mate or like, you know, mate or kiss. Then since 18 months have passed, they had 18 months worth of supply of food.
Exactly.
They were wanting to like get rescued by that time. So they started cutting back to one meal a day. Then
but those little cube things. And another thing, like they meet, it's kind of like a common room, and they meet in there and they play like the same music over and over and over again every single day. So after they had dinner and they were all in the common room
before the 18 months jump,
they changed the song. And like the hairstylist guy was like, oh my god, it's a sign that we're gonna get saved. Oh my god, just wait for it. And then 18 months later, they're still playing the song. So that was crazy. So then the alarm goes off.
Yeah.
And it's like in the place. It goes off.
So they're thinking there's like an outbreak. Somebody opened the door or something. You know, because, you know, it's nuclearness out there. So they're freaking out. Yeah,
so then that's when you see the guy in the horse and carriage. Like, this is all like, it looks like medieval times. Even the clothes that they wear,
it's like
look like it was like medieval, like the dresses and like the guys are wearing like suits and stuff. It's the craziest thing ever. And like the person comes and like I automatically knew it was a cooperative. Like I know it was him. I knew it. And Tate's he came son. Out. Yeah, that's Tate's son, bro. He looks like Jesus.
He does.
He has like his hair long,
and it's like
he was wearing like one of those little things, and he literally was the Antichrist. Like, we all know he's the Antichrist.
Yeah, literally. From Murder House at the end, like, come on, that boy was literally he was evil as hell. And then
so then he goes up to the Miss Venable, and she's like, I run this facility here.
And he's like, yeah, sure you do.
Lies.
Yeah, but he knew. He's like, sure you do.
He's like, okay, sure, whatever. I mean, you've been doing it.
You've been doing good job.
People are still alive.
I guess.
Okay.
Whatever.
So he tells them, but if you still want to live, there is another place that has like even more supply of food
For like a decade worth.
yeah, for like more years to come.
She was like, really? He was like, yeah, it has to. So you I can take all of you, or I can take none of you.
Yeah, he was basically like, I'm just here to see who
can survive,
can come with me or not.
Yeah,
Like I ain't
who's
going to take
worthy.
all of y'all. I was like, oh my god, that's Tate's son. Because okay, that's Tate's son because he has Tate's last name.
Yeah, Langdon.
So I know that's Tate's son.
Yeah, I was for it. The whole episode was like crazy stuff happening, and we're saying it like we're telling you like the breakdown little by little, but like when you watch it, it's like so many things going on, a lot of back and forth because they go back, they go forward, and it's like there's a lot of answers to a lot of questions, but then there's still way more questions that you ask.
Way more questions. So the questions I want to know is, I'm just gonna give you a rundown of the questions that I want to know. Where are the witches?
Mm-hmm.
How are they still alive?
Mm-hmm.
Where are the other outposts?
Mm-hmm.
And who's in those outposts?
Mm-hmm.
That's the real question. And did Tate's son buy Murder House?
Mm-hmm.
Because I want to know that.
Because I think that's one of the outposts, to be honest.
It has
I
to
think
be.
that's the one they're about to
and
take
then
them to.
think about it, because remember, the ghosts in that place are still alive, all of them.
Yeah.
Not still alive, but they're ghosts. Like,
which would answer like how Violet's coming back, how
Yeah.
the parents are coming back.
true.
You know who's not coming? Angela Bassett. She said
She's
no.
on the 911.
She said no. 911 sucks.
But she did die, so.
What do you
Cult.
mean?
I mean, in Coven. In Coven, she died.
So
So it's like,
she wasn't even.
she didn't even die. Like, she
So-
got taken to the underworld, and she's like in hell right now.
So what? She could still play a different character.
Yeah, but
She's Angela Bassett be killing it in American Horror Story. She be killing it. When she was in Hotel, I don't even want to talk about it because it was amazing.
she first came up in Freak Show.
Yeah, Freak Show. It was Freak Show.
No,
No, Coven.
Coven.
Because you said Coven's first.
because it is. I'm gonna put a list right over her face so you guys can see I am right. So that was first American Horror Story
Episode
recap, review, thoughts that we had on it.
So we're gonna be doing this, and we'll
every
be back
Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
Come back every Thursday. See our reactions.
Yes.
See what we do.
See what we think about.
So, bye.
Bye.
Like, subscribe.
Share and comment, and hit the notification bell.